let's get you back to the action on the...
What's up, chat? Today, I'm making the... We staying up all night. But y'all ain't gonna hear me talk for a minute. So, I'll see y'all probably in like 3 hours.
Floor as the New Year's Eve festivities continue. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
They've got Josh Hart. Miles McBride is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Daje in at the small forward position. That's the group for New York starting the second. And so it's New York with it. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Randle finds Hart with the 10-footer. That one a little long.
Gotta appreciate the aggressive defense he brings.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
From deep, MP. They get it back. Here's Wembanyama. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Brunson against MP. Shot from 12. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Brunson's got 11 points.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider. So it's San Antonio looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them.
50.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Spurs lead by 17. So on the floor for San Antonio. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. MP is out there with Castle, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. MP finds Wembanyama. Back to MP from the arc. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. MP's got 20.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
MP against Brunson. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Nets was just insanity. He had 39 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And there's a defensive 3-second call. New York shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And every year, Bridges seems to take another leap. His work ethic and drive to improve is impressive.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Right at the free throw line. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. Spurs lead by 22. Pass to Castle. Here's MP. Brunson defending. From deep, MP. And it's Brunson with the rebound. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Bridges misses.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
And here's MP from outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown. MP's got 23 points. For New York, they've gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility and the 8-foot wingspan, yes, 8 foot, Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Josh Hart's checked in for New York. Now a timeout called by New York.
Too many wasted possessions. He's getting in bad situations and then failing to kick the ball out to more ready shooters.
A look at how All-Star voting is going this far.
And so much fun to see the tallies start to come in. See how things start to look.
Well, you look at Brunson. If voting ended today, he'd be a starter, sitting 4th in the Eastern Conference.
And I hope it stays that way. He's just been fantastic this year, and I believe he deserves the start in the East.
And what a night it'll be. We'll keep you updated on the latest results during voting. Knocks down the long J. Brunson's got 14 points.
I don't know, why is it lefties like Brunson just make it look so much better when you're firing the rock?
37.
MP, the pass to Wembanyama. And here's MP from outside. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Tipped away. Here's Castle. He's guarded by Bridges. And yep, it's good. Castle's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice use of the step back to create space.
Brunson against MP. With Brunson being undersized, he has such a great feel for how to create space, Brent.
Incredible footwork.
San Antonio leading by 21. It's Brunson, DiVincenzo, Bridges, and Hart. A bunch of Wildcats out there on the floor. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And New York shooting just 35% from the floor. Bridges finds Brunson. Over MP. Sohan with a rebound. Sohan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And here's MP from outside. Drops in the 3. MP's got 9 points here in the second half.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's MP from outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Right side, Brunson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
MP outside. Drills it from deep. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
MP against Brunson. And the layup falls.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Spurs lead.
And so MP will bring it up for the Spurs.
51.
And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Here's Brunson, the putback. Pass to DiVincenzo. Bridges outside. Here's Brunson. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Brunson's got 21 points in the game.
77-53.
And here's MP from outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Hart. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. DiVincenzo. Rebound by San Antonio. MP outside. 3-pointer. The Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it, folks.
Too obvious, okay, I like your confidence. So this one could come, it's okay, like Kalani's. Ride you like Kalani's, okay, here where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire.
Two-K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. MP is out there with Castle. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. And for the Celtics. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Derek White is out there with Ball. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Wembanyama passes to MP. Latrey. Another miss by MP. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Tatum kicks to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Count it.
Yeah, on the catch-and-shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to react.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Castle. Back to MP. Offensive rebound.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first made in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, it took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
White with it. Provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. 3 on the clock. Deep 2 from Ball. Wembanyama with the rebound. The Spurs have gone 2 of 6 in the field. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. And his team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And here's MP for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with the 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Both teams will make substitutions. Spurs leading by 8. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Ball in at the point. That's the Boston 5. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Now here's Tatum. He's tightly guarded. White finds Tatum. No good on that one. Good defense by Wembanyama. Pass to MP. From deep three-point land. And they recover it. Fires away from way outside. A new 14-second shot clock for San Antonio. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. And it's 9 points for MP. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Ball with a wide-open look. They get the rebound. Porzingis score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, you love the physicality by Porzingis. Mix it up off the backboards, KP.
And here's MP for 3. And it's White with the rebound.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Spurs leading by 9. MP deciding where to go with it. Hits the three-point foul. MP's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Spurs. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The kick out to Ball. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, MP in the last matchup against New York was outstanding. He scored 35 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. And that game proved why he's a star in this league. Another great performance. Somebody you pay to watch. We're all excited to see what he does tonight.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Ball, no good.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
And here's MP for 3. The rebound by the Celtics.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And we talk about Derek White, Doris. How impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
Good on the three-point shot. MP's got 21 in the game. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for San Antonio?
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Wembanyama, right side. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Clear for takeoff. Johnson absolutely loves hammering down the alley-oop.
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Knicks in New York. Tatum passes to White. Back to Tatum. The three-pointer, no good. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 17-5 run here. MP, that's for two. And it's San Antonio with another.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
Outside, White. Ball against MP. Ball kicks to Porzingis. That shot, no good. Good defense by Wembanyama.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Tatum on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
With the score, the Celtics 17, the Spurs 37.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. MP is out there with Castle, and it's Johnson in at the small forward. 5 to shoot. And here's MP for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got the first bucket of the third here for San Antonio. When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Now, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting, even when you don't have your best game available.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. It's good. Ball's got his first 2 points of the night.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
MP against Ball. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And that one's good. MP.
And what a competitor. I mean, he's been looking for a shot all game long. He shouldered almost the entire load for them offensively.
The pass to Tatum. There's the triple. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Got that one up quick. 31 points for MP.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Ball, the pass to Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line, Lonzo Ball. At the line for 2 shots.
The first one falls. Drew Holiday's checked in for Boston. San Antonio making a switch here. Ball hits them both. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Takes a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Passes it to Brown. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound.
2 minutes.
Wembanyama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. Kicks to MP. From the arc. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Knocked loose. Wembanyama with it. Now guarded by Ball. Deep 2 from Lopez. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And when he's got himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
And the free throw, no good.
When he's healthy, Brook Lopez is someone you have to game plan for. This is a huge presence on the floor who uses his length, his size to great advantage.
And the rejection back.
Substitution on the court.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And there's Porzingis, then it's Holiday, and it's Pritchard in at the point. That's the Boston 5. The 3 from MP. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by the Spurs. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. The 3 from MP. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on.
Too obvious, okay, I like your confidence. So this one could come, it's okay, like Kalani is. Ride you like Kalani, it's okay, here where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, Now I'm on fire, I need some water, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get you on back, you don't need no one, help you inspire, But I'ma add to you, I'ma give you some best, I'ma add to you. We're on the avenue and I ain't never seen no one bad as you. Maybe I'm savage too, they can't disrespect you, I gladly. I don't play about mine, I don't care. I'm addicted to you and it's clear. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay, like Kalani is. Ride you like Kalani is okay, here where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, Now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get you on back, you don't need no one, help you inspire, Baby, let's be a movie, come with me, know that I'm choosy, I need you to back it up, that ain't fast enough, you know I'm man enough, and I don't play about it, you know that about it, I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay, like Kalani is. Ride you like Kalani is okay, here where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, Now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get you on back, you don't need no one, help you inspire,
Stand on all 10 and ain't a soul that's gonna take from me. I done life be fairy tale, they be make-believe. If I tell her I'll be right back, yeah, she gon' wait for me. I love model every name from A to Z. Yeah, these got me. How the these mad at me cause I got rich? They mad at me cause these went broken, they need fix. They ain't give me nothing, I ain't giving no grown man. These handshakes getting weirder and weirder. Look at every man eye to eye, I don't fear them. These little act worse than I ain't buy my other the purse in a minute. I ain't take a pretty to Turks in a minute. I ain't put no in a minute. I ain't been on earth in a minute. I always talk to God, but I ain't been to church in a minute. Crosses on my pants, I'm a Christian for real. Vixens for real. At the end of it, I stand on business for real. Throw it like money over. I know how I feel to be the streets up. Fame love kinda small, gotta beef it up. It's forever with us, we don't got it. How I put it on your head.
It already is. How should people use cap breakers on this build?
For me, it's non-negotiable. I think you should consider that 99 perimeter defense. This build, out the gate, 94 perimeter with the ability to add the cap breakers to get them to a 99 perimeter defense. And I think that's a huge advantage because on defense, not only can you lock up your assignment, but then now he's got to be faced with your 95 ball handle. So if you put the other cap breakers on the ball handle, now they can't guard you 1v1 and you can guard them 1v1. So this makes your build a real problem offensively and defensively. What kind of cap breakers did you add to the build to really take them to the next level?
So when you first get the build, you'll be able to score from anywhere on the floor. You have a 90 midi and an 84 speed. You can create great looks for yourself with dribble pull-ups and fades. It starts out at a 92 3 ball, which allows to be a threat from the outside, and you have a high lay-in and dunk. So with cap breakers, I like to put them in the midi, the three-pointer, and of course, the driving dunk. So right now, I have a 94, 94, 95 on those three attributes, which just means that you're a threat from anywhere.
Sounds like an elite build. Not sure if we can really rise to the occasion if he was going up against my build. But I really like what you put out there for the community, for sure.
All right, what's the best performance that you've put up with this build in 2K25?
I host a lot of streams, especially on Wednesdays. And I love to bring my fans, my subscribers out, and we all just hoop like a Saturday morning barbecue, just having a good time. And my best performances have come where, I'm teaming up with friends and I'm either just dominating, over a weekend event, or I'm just dominating in my own streams. I get my butt kicked every now and then, but we're all here to have fun and have a good time. And that's why we make these builds. They're for the community. My build was made, very balanced across the board, specifically for the average Joe to be able to pick up and have a lot of fun with, and also reap a lot of rewards and have a lot of success.
I love it, Shake. That's what it's all about, getting the community to get their builds in the game. And I'm excited to check yours out. And hopefully, we'll have a little running out there. I'd like to take on that 99 perimeter defense. I'm ready for the challenge, Shake.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I welcome the challenge. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Let's do it. Right now, go grab these builds in 2K25 and go make some stops. And of course, become a walking bucket.
Next week, it's our NBA 2K TV award show.
That's right. We are recognizing those of you that stand out in various ways in NBA 2K25.
And for this special episode, we'll have some extra 2K TV interactive questions. So that means chances for you to earn some VC.
We'll see you then. Enjoy the game.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Starting lineups just announced. We're just about set for basketball. We'll be back in a moment. Thanks for joining us midweek here. Tonight, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Sochan and Wemby are the bigs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. And it's MP in at the 1. And for the Bucks, we've got Damian Lillard. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Jackson. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Schroeder in at the 2. And the highlight of this game could be the matchup at the 5 spot, Clark.
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got 2 bigs who can each take over a game. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. And here's MP. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at Charlotte, they've come down in the rankings a little, landing in the 5th spot for now.
You know, for the Spurs, they've really exceeded all expectations, showing they're capable of so much more than some believed.
Now here's Duren. Pass to Lillard. Let's go with a 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. Clark, one thing to note when you play the Bucks, they don't give up many offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. Against Milwaukee, your first shot in each possession is probably and likely going to be your last shot. Some teams don't even try for second chance opportunities against the Bucks. They're such a strong defensive rebounding team.
Now here's Johnson. In his last outing, 8 points for him, and he gets that one.
I love the competitive edge Johnson plays with, scoring on the D with tenacity.
Antetokounmpo outside, and here's Lillard from beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama, and he's able to get it back. Here's Duren. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Rough patch here, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Here's Sochan. On the wing, Vassell.
Screen coming.
Back to Sochan. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Off the catch, Sochan is pretty reliable. He's a smart shooter, and he won't pass up those high percentage opportunities.
And the dunk by Lillard.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team. He's turned it over twice pretty quickly. Time to refocus.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Shot is up. Sochan with a rebound.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Outside Johnson. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. Can't hit that one.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Two shots.
I got mine. Who got shooter, huh? Hey, let me get big man. Hey, when it comes off.
Free throw good, Schroeder.
What really makes Schroeder special is the energy he plays with. I mean, it's contagious and infects the entire team. He's like a lightning bolt of energy when he hits the court.
Nah, man, you get little guy.
Yeah, I got him.
Hey, you get shooter. I got him.
You got this guy right here?
Yeah, I got big man.
And both free throws good for Schroeder.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Here's MP, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Milwaukee calls timeout. Tonight, their first look at this San Antonio squad this year.
And they were shocked by this team twice last year. They just didn't play well.
You know, God, so much can happen in the regular season with the ups and downs of the year, the travel, injuries, and all of that stuff. but they were just not at their best when they met.
Here to see the numbers for Victor Wembanyama.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
To the inside, here's Lillard. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Lillard's got his second bucket on the night. Now MP. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. And a check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. San Antonio in second.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
Johnson with a bucket.
So explosive in the paint. Johnson doing whatever he has to beat the contest.
Lillard passes to Duren. Back to Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Milwaukee making some changes. Adams comes in for Duren, and it's Beauchamp in for Lillard. And San Antonio also making a switch. Capella's checked in. Now here's Jackson. No made baskets yet. Here's Antetokounmpo. Out to Schroeder. Fires from deep. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
From beyond the arc, Schroeder can be so effective. Defenses need to watch him out there. You can't sleep on him at the three-point line.
Here's MP. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Milwaukee. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Outside Schroeder. Jackson outside. Portis against Lopez. Clock at 6. Portis' shot is off.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Pass to Castle. Here's Branham. 32 seconds left in the first quarter, and it's rejected.
Using that 7'2" wingspan very effectively. Portis just obliterated that shot.
Goes back up. Jackson can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 5. Branham passes to Lopez. Over to the wing. Here's Branham. 19-footer. It's good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
So, at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bucks ahead, leading by 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks. Guys?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Johnson is at the 3 with Sohan down at the 4. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Castle. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Graham.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Jackson against Johnson. The shot's good. Johnson's got 6 points.
They're so clever at finding space to shoot inside. Johnson's creativity and ability to capitalize is impressive.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put 2 guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Castle. Sohan outside.
Hey, pick coming!
A deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
3 points.
5 points in the game.
Tremendous range. I mean, that'll stretch a defense thin.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Beauchamp passes to Duren. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And San Antonio making a change here. Jackson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort. He gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
Timeout called, Milwaukee, and the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
And you look at Jackson, he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
Johnson passes to Wembanyama. Johnson on the wing, defended by Jackson. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Bucks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Sends it home from 3-point land. Lillard's got 11 points.
Lillard keeps the defense honest by spacing them out from the corner.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
First and second chance points. And they place in the top 10 in fast break points. They take their chances to run, and it's something they're really good at.
And they are number 1 in rebounding for a reason. They pound the glass with aggression, and they attack the boards with a fearlessness. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Schroeder comes in for Lillard.
So crafty and clever at finishing inside. Schroeder doesn't lack confidence trying to get it up and down from this area.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And these turnovers are real backbreakers. I mean, he's really hurting his team with these mistakes.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 3-point game. Here's Schroeder. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Come on, man. I mean, there was no chance Wemby was going to ever let that reach the rim.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Cavaliers was tremendous. He finished with 47 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Steven Adams checked in for the Bucks. Vassell against Antetokounmpo. There's 45 seconds left in the second. Rebound by San Antonio. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
Doesn't go that time. The Spurs have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Antetokounmpo against Vassell. Pass to Branham. To the paint. 3 seconds left. And that's 2 points on the layup. Branham's got 4 points this quarter.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Spurs. They lead by 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him, body him up, be physical with him.
They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Damian Lillard out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Jackson, and it's Duren in at the 5. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Vassell. Yet to see a basket. 6 to shoot. The 3 ball. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
San Antonio with the ball. After the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. The Bucks trail. Antetokounmpo outside.
Hey, yo, front him.
Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Duren with the bucket. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. MP with it, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. And with some time here, let's see which teams have been terrors in transition over the last month of play. San Antonio, third.
They've done a great job using their defense to create for them on offense. Turn it over against this team, and you're going to be in trouble.
The Spurs shooting the ball incredibly well tonight, 73% from the floor. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell is progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. Here's Duren. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Pass to Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard. Oh, Lillard just owning the paint.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
And so MP will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
He's gotten a little too sloppy turning the ball over twice in the last 3 minutes. These mistakes can really start to add up.
Hill, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brook Lopez is checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Johnson. The shot by Lillard, no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And it's Vassell penetrating. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Jackson. Milwaukee leading by 10. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Sochan and Wemby are the bigs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. And it's MP in at the point guard position. Now here's MP. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in. By Portis. Portis has got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Schroeder outside. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Kicks it out to MP. Jacks up at 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Lillard. Now Duren. Over MP. Goes up from the block. And the shot is good off the backboard. And the Bucks lead by 15.
And their field goal percentage is finally creeping up after a tough first half. Really trying to hold on tight to this lead.
Offensive rebound. Launches it. Sinks the tray. MP's got his first 3 points of the game.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Sochan with a rebound. Spurs trail by 12. Lets it go from deep. It doesn't go for him.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Lillard. Second chance shot. San Antonio with a rebound. Sochan's got 4 rebounds now. MP outside. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. Again, MP missing.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
To the middle. Portis shot is off. Spurs trail by 12. Here's Vassell. And the three-pointer goes.
You know, he's so smooth on his... catch and shoot jump shots, and Vassell has a natural rhythm on him too.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Whoa! Damian Lillard! Serious hops!
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
Knocked loose. From deep, MP. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. And Lillard gets it to go on the assist from Schroeder. Lillard's got 16 points here in the second half. A deep 3 from MP. Again, MP missing.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
2 points. That one goes. Lillard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Antetokounmpo outside. To the inside. And it's MP with a rebound.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, B.A. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around. And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Bucks.
A big key tonight, second chance points.
Yeah, B.A., they really hit the offensive glass. They won the battles for loose balls, giving them plenty of extra opportunities.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into Game 2 that they had tonight.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Damian Lillard.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Now here's Schroeder. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They're down by 8. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So this one belongs to the Bucks. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the
Stand on all 10 and ain't a soul that's gonna take from me. I done life be fairy tale, they be make believe. If I tell her I'll be right back, yeah, she gon' wait for me. I love my everything from A to Z. Yeah, these got me, these got me. How the these mad at me cause I got rich? They mad at me cause these went broken, they need fix. They ain't give me nothing, I ain't giving no bro, man. These handshakes getting weirder and weirder. Look at every man eye to eye, I don't fear them. These little act worse than I ain't buy my other the purse in a minute. I ain't take a pretty to Turks in a minute. I ain't put no in a minute. I I ain't been on earth in a minute. I always talk to God, but I ain't been to church in a minute. Crosses on my pants, I'm a Christian for real. Kind of smile, gotta beef it up. It's forever with us, we don't got it. I put it on your head, look, keep it up. Yeah. 30,000 ones, 30 on me. Go around and make it. Keep on acting like you have emotion. You just in a way. Ain't never too far from this. I'm just a.
This is Scoot Henderson, and you're watching NBA 2K TV.
Oh, yeah, let's go. That was perfect. Welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV.
In the My Career storyline, you come across a lot of NBA players, one of which is Scoot Henderson.
And we caught up with him while recording his scene. He gave us some tips on how to use him in NBA 2K. Take a look.
"2K Sports" welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming right up, it's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's MP in at the point guard. And for Charlotte, they've got LaMelo Ball. He's out there with Trey Mann. Moody is out there with Williams. And it's Salon in at the 4 slot. So here we are, Stan, with the trade deadline in the rear-view mirror. It's come and gone. Some players are definitely, don't you think, breathing a sigh of relief?
Kevin, it was my favorite day of the season, the day after the trade deadline, because players get distracted by all the rumors. Now they can get back to focusing on basketball, and everybody knows now this is our team going forward.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Last game for the Charlotte Hornets. It was a loss to the Pacers in Indy. Now the dish to Williams. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Ball feeling it out a bit. Right at the free throw line. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And I love Ball's awareness. When the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Now, here's MP. He had 37 points last game out. Trains the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
On the wing, man. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA. The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
The Hornets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Mann, covered by Vassell. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's Johnson. On the wing, MP. Launches a three, and again it's San Antonio with a three.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Spurs leading by 3. And here's MP for 3. That's 17. It. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
Here's Ball. The rebound by the Spurs.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that question.
MP's shot is good.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Charlotte calls timeout. All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. They lead by 7, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock, and that one's good. MP.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Here's Simpson. Makes it off the glass.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
MP deciding where to go with it. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Spurs lead by 11. We'll be back shortly live from... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And, you know, the Spurs have been rolling right along, haven't they?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Keldon Johnson. Brook Lopez is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's MP. And it's Branham in at the 2-guard spot. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Rockets had a huge night. He added 37 points and was reliable as ever from distance. He completely took over that game with his play. We'll see what he does this time around. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
And here's MP for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Simpson. And the Hornets miss again. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steady in an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
And the Hornets call time here. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd.
So it's the San Antonio Spurs.
That's the end of the second quarter with the score. Charlotte, 25, San Antonio.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Ball out there with Trey Mann. Then there's Moses Moody. Then it's Mark Williams. And it's Salon in at the 4-man position. So that's the Hornets 5. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
MP against Ball. The 3 from MP. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look. He is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all 3 levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a 3-point shot.
From downtown, the offensive rebound. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got his first points of the game.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Ball, the pass to Williams. The pass to Moody. Into the lane. And the slam by Moody.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
Pass to Moody. Beyond the arc. Here's Williams. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the Hornets making a change here. Collins is checked in.
Collins.
Moody the pass to Mann. Now here's Ball. Covered by MP.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
And the foul on Jeremy Sohan.
First team
That
foul.
is his first foul of the game.
Substitution for your Hornets. Simpson.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Collins looking around. 5 on the clock. Here's Simpson. Off target with his 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Nick Richards, he's checked in for the Hornets. Derek Jones comes in for Moody. Down low, here's Simpson. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
Assisted by LaMelo.
Ball's got 3 assists in the game. MP outside. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. San Antonio leading by 23. Wembanyama with it. He's picked up by Collins. MP, no good. It's intercepted. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Richards got 6 rebounds in the game.
Who's watching here?
And here is Ball. He has 6. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Number 17.
MP, good. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also the hustle showing through with all those steals and not giving much breathing room for the offense to operate.
Stolen by Ball. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Simpson. No good with the layup. The Spurs have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And here's MP for 3. Offensive rebound, Wembanyama.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Branham pulls it in.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best.
Good. Another from 3.
And the threes just keep on coming. Another shot and another made.
He's starting to creep up that list now for most three-pointers in a game. We'll see if he can keep going. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs.
The San Antonio team. 64.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for San Antonio.
At the line for Charlotte, LaMelo Ball. 1 shot.
One shot.
Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy?
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Timeout Spurs.
And if they go on to win this, they can look back at that free throw as the pivotal moment.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And the Spurs with possession here. We've got Williams. Trey Mann is out there with Ball. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Salon in at power forward.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Here's man, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore, keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
MP, no good. Charlotte leading by 4. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Spurs trail by 4. Lets it go from deep. Another bucket.
17.
Wow.
3 points.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive
2 minutes
onslaught.
remaining in overtime. 2 minutes.
Here's man, covered by Vassell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Ball understands how to get these calls, especially against aggressive defense.
For your Hornets, LaMelo Ball, taking 2 shots.
We got shooter, huh? Gonna box your man up. I got it.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
We got shooter, huh?
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Sohan finds MP. Puts up a deep 3. And Moody pulls it down. Here's Ball. Doesn't go for him. Spurs trail by 3. MP outside. Vassell outside. And it's Vassell with the foul. That's foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
The shot attempt.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Ball against MP. Ball with the bucket.
2 points.
Ball's got 6 points in the quarter.
And Ball ready for these moments, showing he wants the rock in his hands. Love it.
MP, that's for 2. Here's Sohan. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Huge bucket by Sohan. Sequences like this demonstrate his desire to accept more of a leadership role.
Solon, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Ball against Vassell. Now, here's MP. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Ball. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep three. The shot missing. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. What's your take, guys?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have. MP from deep connects again from distance. And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Guys, what do you think?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
Well,